When you're looking for a product, you want to make sure that it's clearly labeled. So if you are looking at dosing, you want to look at the back of the label and look at, what are the components that give you this potency, that give you this dose? Is it CBD? Is it THC? Is it a combination of both? And then you always want to start a small amount. It's like when you buy, new skincare makeup, you just do a little patch test, make sure you're not allergic.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with CBD. You want to just take a little bit. Obviously, you're not going to take it before your 9 a.m. Zoom call, but do it on a weekend where you're not working and you take a small amount. I would say 5 milligrams, right?
Oh,
5
really?
milligrams. Yeah, because you don't know how your body's going to react.
Right.
And you don't know what other ingredients might be in there that you might react to.
Right.
A lot of CBD products have melatonin in it to help relaxation, or valerian root. So maybe you're reacting to the other ingredients as well. Take a small dose and you slowly increase every 3 days until you get your desired effect.
Does it sort of kick in a way that we'll notice, or is it usually quite subtle?
Excellent question. So CBD has a cumulative effect. So it is subtle. Day 1 will be very different from day 7, will be very different from day 30. So you might find that if you're using it for, let's say, anxiety relief, the volume starts to get turned down slowly. If you're using it for inflammation, you might notice in a week or two, you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm not as stiff as I normally am, or I'm not as achy. So it takes time.
Okay, that is key. That is quite key, because usually we're used to sort of an over-the-counter scenario, like we buy a Tylenol and the Tylenol gets rid of our headache in 20 to 30 minutes. And now you are just saying this is a little bit different. This is something that builds up in your system over time. That's really key, because I'm someone who uses like, oh, I'm feeling stressed, I've got a dose or whatever, take the dose of whatever it is. So that's quite key.